All right.
Okay.
Call sign.
And I also talk about architecture for the art on the art side.
Woo, I took a hot one. What's the deal? It's your man Ross Mike Nug Radio. We're back live and direct inside the Wing Empire in beautiful Chula Vista. Man, them some hot wings, but they are good.
Is it
So,
gone?
what's going on?
He said there was something on my, oh, he said there's something on my, is it
No,
gone?
you're good. I think
Okay.
you're good.
Yeah. Hey guys, Adam Paul Thomas with the Streets of Art.
Vernell Jones III with the Streets of Art.
And
So I was just talking with a man right here, and we were talking about like, okay, so you know, you might have seen this guy once or twice with the whole Patreon thing, and I was like, yo, we're a radio station. How the hell can we get funded? So tell us a little bit about this Patreon and what can a guy like myself do in order to get funded for my art, or anyone for that matter.
so Patreon is a site where it's kind of a name. If you remember, you know, long ago, like artists would be commissioned by, let's say, you know, royalty or people of clout and money,
Right.
to do projects in art and stuff.
Right.
And so there would be your patron.
Okay.
And so Patreon has taken that whole methodology and brought it to the modern times, where we have a lot of crowdfunding and that stuff, kind of like stuff with GoFundMe or sites of that nature.
Okay, so essentially you can go out and have someone who is like feeling whatever it is that you're doing,
Yeah.
and they could be like, hey, you know what, I want to donate X amount of dollars to
Exactly.
you. Is it something that it's a one-time deal, or do they have to sign up for like a monthly thing, or is
It depends on the situation. So it's usually monthly, and so for example, it works on a tier system. If you're using stuff like you have like a certain like a tier. So
Okay.
tier 1 could be your $1, $5, $10.
Okay.
And you'll give the patrons a little something for their support.
Yeah.
For in case for your show, it'll be like, you know, shout outs, you know,
Okay.
what if we have stuff, your,
Okay.
you know, stuff for like, you might have t-shirts, that kind of thing, to
Yeah.
pass out, that kind of thing per
Right.
month.
Right.
So you have that on that tier. So to pay for that tier, you get that item. So the higher the tiers, the more items you get.
Ah. Okay.
And so, and even it's also on a leveling system. So for example, let's say you're trying to get $1,000 per month from Patreon.
Okay.
So you have that goal. So if you get past that goal, you just have something for people to say, hey, I got $1,000. It opens up a new bracket for me to do things because you have more money, so you can do more things.
Right.
So in my case, with the comic I'm doing, I'm mixing 2D and 3D. Characters 3D, environments kind of 2D. And so for me I want to do 3D sculptures for people, because since being characters, I can make sculptures for them.
Okay. So in that case, then what about like an artist, like not just for 3D animated, so it's for any type of artistic creativity project you may have.
Right.
If it's long running, a movie, a radio station, artistry, it can be like, yo, we want to hire you to do one particular piece of art on a wall. It may take a month, maybe take 2 months. But we're going to make sure that you're taking care of that 2 months, right? That type of deal.
It could, but it has to be in the requirements of your tier system.
Okay.
So for example, if you do a TV show, it's like, all right, I need support my TV show. It's like if like you're on KPBS, you have your program underwriters.
Okay.
You know, that's who is helping you for that show.
Exactly.
And so you have all your YouTube subscribers, have them support you with $1. You know, you have like 1,000.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Starving artists aren't gonna be like, we're so creative in our eyes. Have you ever went on Instagram or you're online and was like, yo, send me $1?
I've set up websites on other sites, tried to sell things through different, through different sites, and even a GoFundMe. I'm currently working on a Patreon, but I did try to GoFundMe, and it's very tough trying to get fans and people to actually participate, because what I find is it starts with friends and family,
Right.
Yeah.
then strangers to fans, and I don't know if it's in that order,
Right.
but it's very difficult.
No,
So in that space, so how does Patreon go about going out and marketing towards, like, if he says, hey, I want to set up, is he responsible for trying to go out and get those people to help him invest?
well,
Or
it starts with people who are your support, your fans. So if you have a lot of fans, hey, you know, your fans might have a dollar. It's okay.
Right. So does Patreon, like, does he give you this fan list and say, like, hey, here's my fan base, can you guys solicit for me because I'm busy with my art? That type of deal? Or
not
is
so
he
much.
in charge of...
You're in charge of it.
Okay.
But it's not that difficult. It's kind of a simple system. So when you start the site, it'll walk you through the steps to support yourself.
Okay.
So it's not just like you, hey, my name is,
Right.
Pixel Peanut.
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of people screaming, hey, I'm Pixel Peanut, how do I get this, how do I get it's separate from the rest of them?
Yeah. So it starts with your fan base.
Okay.
So you talk to your fan base saying, hey, I have a Patreon. It's like, I know you guys buy my stuff, you don't have to buy my full book, which is, $15, $20 because it's part book. Maybe support me once a month with $1. That helps me out. So I can do this more often for you.
Okay. All right.
So it sounds like you're begging from me, but really not. It's getting support for the stuff that they love that you do.
Right. Because I'm just looking at it from a creative standpoint. Most artists, I'm thinking bands, that type of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
a manager or a super producer like Misha could probably, hey, I have time to go out and deal with all this and figure this out.
Exactly.
Artist,
I'm coming the same
is
way.
not going to do that. And I just want to know, like, how can a band say, hey, I'm a band and I want to get out there a little bit more. We have a CD, we have product, and we just need somebody to help us fund our tour.
Yeah. So look at it like this here. So so you have your elevator pitch, right?
Okay.
So you sell. So what's your band? Your band is electronic or or rap, R&B, whatever the case may be. You have your elevator pitch. It'll be on the front page. So you explaining what you're doing on Patreon and what you do, and what you want to get from it, which is support for the stuff you're doing, which is like more music that I give you, and you give me $1 here or there. We can do more stuff more often. We can have more tours, more shows. We can make more things more free because you're supporting us. So if you have a talk show, you already have a fan base. So to make yourself free on YouTube without using all the ad stuff, because no one likes ads on YouTube.
Right.
It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's aggravating.
Okay.
So you have support on Patreon, so you get your monetized stuff because they're supporting you financially for that, so you don't need it.
Okay.
And so the person can see yourself ad free all the time.
So, hey, cousin, what you think, man? From what you just heard from all that, do you think that you can go on to Patreon and set up something and be like, yo, I can get something on this. I can set this out.
I feel that, I'm in the process of doing that right now, but with my experience trying to sell things online and get support through fans, I believe you have to have a large fan base or a very dedicated fan base that's going to even follow you from point A to point B. I do like live art on the street, and like that's how I get it out there, and that's how I build my fans. Mainly, I have online fans through online work, but when you're coming from the street perspective, there's a gap between internet sales and fan base, and I'm trying to find out how to bridge that gap now.
Think of it of a different strategy. Because anything that you're selling, a lot of people want to give you money. But sorry, but what do you go give me as a compensation? So I give you this here. What do I have in return? And so in this case, your whole methodology is mechanisms. So you have your goals to set for a certain amount of money that you're trying to get on Patreon. You have a set goal for what you do. Once you hit that point, what are you going to do? So in this case, all right, I want to do malleable mechs that I can give you since you're on this tier. And so since you're making that $1,000 a month, you have the money to do that for the people.
But how is he getting to that $1,000 a month?
I could give them whatever they want as long as I got the funding. It's just the gap.
I think the whole thing is that it all comes down to the funding and how you're going to go about doing that. Obviously, you need a viable product in order to give the people something
Exactly.
in order for you to even become part of Patreon.
Exactly.
You have to have some type of a product in order for them to be like, okay, I want to be involved
Yes.
with these.
So
and then once you have
yeah.
that product, hopefully Patreon will be like, hey, we're behind you by getting you. They give you leads,
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly. I'll give you an example. There's a website called Webtoons, which is stuff I'm doing. And so with Webtoons, it's a comic book site on your phone that you can swipe and read books and stuff. And so we have a little bit more time. And so they partnered with Patreon to have them support themselves. So for example, you have your Webtoons comic on their site. You get support for a fixed amount of money. And then all your subscribers and people who support you on Webtoons to say, hey, check out my Patreon. It's like, all right.
So how can they get a hold of you on your Patreon, and how can they get a hold of you for your artwork already?
Yeah, you can go on pixelpina.com or Google Pixelpina or Adam Paul Thomas more often.
You can find my artwork on Facebook at the Art of DJ Third on Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram with the same Art of VJ Third. My website is magmamachine.com.
So what's the deal? It's your man Ross Mike. Big up going out to the Wing Empire. I thank you guys very much for this wonderful spread. I thank my cousins for being here, my brothers from another for being here as well. And hopefully you guys will check me out Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 on Nug Radio, or Instagram me, Mike Triple 619, or as always Facebook, Ross Mike Nug Radio. Yeah, I forget sometimes. Shout out to JBZ, and on that note, we're out of here. Big up Wing Emporium. We thank you guys. Wing Empire. Damn it.
Wing Empire happens.
That shit is hot too.
I'll take the last one.
You got it.